aix-les-bains, à Chambéry et bien plus encore, Radio Grand Lac vous accompagne sur le 92.1 FM.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Bonjour à tous, tous ceux qui écoutent Radio Grand Lac 92.1 FM et bienvenue à l'émission Your English Weekly, animée par moi-même, Sinead. Cette émission stimule la langue anglaise et une expression anglaise de la semaine. Vous pouvez réécouter cette émission sur YouTube. Alors, cette semaine, nous avons un niveau B2+, et nous avons un special guest with us today. So my guest today is Anna Church Morel, who is a student on a week's internship with us, who is French-American. Anna, before we start, do you know the expression of the week, a bookworm?
Yes, a bookworm is someone who enjoys reading and studying.
Yes, well done. We'll know more, so we give some expressions at the end. Anna, can you introduce yourself to our audience today, to our listeners?
Hello, my name is Anna Church Morel. I'm 14 years old, and I come from the middle school of Grésy.
Okay, good. And you're American French, is that right?
Exactly.
Whereabouts in America are you from?
I'm from Ohio State.
Wow, that sounds just brilliant. So today we've got a new concept. The new concept now is learning and hearing about a subject of actuality. And so with this new concept, we've got Anna who's going to be reading us a little extract of our subject, and with that we're going to give the words that we don't know. So today our lesson is about the mustard in Dijon. So this lesson was inspired by vocab and also the CNN news, and of course the news locally, because we hear a lot about this mustard, this icon mustard that we all have in our fridge. So if you want to listen again or learn more about this subject today, you can always listen on YouTube, Your English Weekly. So Anna, can you give us a summary of the reason there is a shortage in mustard? Now, before we start, just explain to our listeners the word shortage and mustard.
So, first of all, Sinead, a shortage is a lack of something. For example, a shortage of water. And mustard is, in French, moutarde.
Okay, thanks, Anna. That sounds great. So, Anna, the Dijon mustard, the icon Dijon mustard, we all had in our fridge. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
So, Dijon mustard has ancient Roman roots. Its name comes from the city of Dijon in the Burgundy region and is well known thanks to Mr. Antoine Maille, a famous producer in 1747. The famous Dijon mustard can be made everywhere and anywhere in the world today if it follows the original recipe from Dijon, especially with its famous seeds, black or brown, that are produced
from mustard plants.
Yes.
Well done. Okay, so explain to our listeners, what is ancient Roman roots?
Ancient Roman roots is in French, les anciennes racines romaines.
Okay, good. And the Burgundy region?
Burgundy is la région de la Bourgogne.
Okay. And of course, we all know that famous brand name, Maille. So Antoine Maille is the person who started the creation of his mustard in 1747. Even though we do know, Anna, that the mustard goes back to ancient roots, into ancient Roman times. Okay, Anna, fantastic. What about the expression everywhere and anywhere?
Everywhere and anywhere is an expression used to say n'importe où.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, let's continue with the traditional mustard.
So the traditional mustard recipe was made with black mustard seeds soaked in water and blended with vinegar before being grounded into a smooth paste. This name has become a staple in every household.
Ooh, lots of words in that paragraph, huh? So the traditional recipe, what is a recipe?
A recipe is the ingredients used to make a dish. For example, the mustard recipe is mustard seeds, a bit of oil, and white wine vinegar.
Yeah, and the mustard seeds are soaked. What is the word soaked?
To soak something is to leave an ingredient in water for it to become softer, more moist.
Yeah, so when we soak, sometimes if we're stuck in the rain, we get soaked as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Especially if we have to ride our bicycles. And what is blended?
Blended is a synonym of mix.
Great. And what about paste? Because we talk about grounded into a smooth paste.
A paste is a thick, moist substance, for example, toothpaste.
Okay. And it was grounded into a smooth paste. So what is grounded?
Grounded is crush. In French, écrasé.
Okay, fantastic. And what about this name has become a staple in every household? Now let's look at the two words staple and household. What is a staple?
A staple is something that you have to have, an essential. For example, mustard in your fridge.
Yeah, it's a basic, something basic we own. And everybody, or mostly, nearly everybody has mustard in their fridge, which is a staple. Okay. And what about household?
The household is the name of the stuff we can find in our house.
Yeah. So something that we have inside our house that we can find. Exactly. Well done. Now continue. Tell us about why there is a shortage. Our famous word, shortage. Did we explain that word at the beginning?
Yes. Do you want me to repeat?
What is our shortage? It's our word of the day, shortage.
A shortage is a lack of something. For example, a shortage of water.
Fantastic. Okay.
So, however, recently there has been a shortage of this mustard caused by a drought in Canada. Canada is considered a principal importer of this famous black or brown seeds. Worse is that 80% of the seeds are imported to make the famous mustard in France. This drought was why we didn't have enough seeds to continue production in 2022, causing a shortage on our supermarkets' shelves.
Fantastic. So now we know, of course, shortage. What about drought? What is a drought?
A drought is a very dry period of time with no water.
Okay. So we know that we had a shortage of this mustard caused by the drought. So what's going to happen in the future? So can you tell us what's going to happen in the future?
Although we still lack seeds for production, you will be happy to hear that they have started the harvesting here in France and are cleaning the seeds now, so we should have some pots back on our shelves soon.
Ooh, that sounds good. Some pots back on our shelves. So what are pots?
Pots are jars, or also in French, bocal.
Okay, fantastic. And what about harvest? What is the harvest or harvesting, as we just said?
To harvest is to, for example, pick mustard seeds from a tree when they are ripe and ready.
Yeah, so when something is ripe and ready, you pick it. So it's the harvest season. Okay, and Anna, will that continue? Will we have enough mustard pots now for everybody? Unfortunately,
no. We depend on the Canadians, and we don't know what the Canadians' harvesting will be like, as their harvesting is later in the season.
Okay, so we have to depend on the Canadians. Now, what is depend on? What does that mean?
To depend on is we need the Canadians. In French, it means on compte sur eux.
Yeah, we really need them. So we have 80% of the seeds that we need for our fantastic mustard that is taken from Canada. Incredible, isn't it? I don't know where all this comes from, but anyway, what about the season? What is the season? Same as in French, no?
Yes, la saison.
Okay, fantastic.
Sinead, do you know we consume about 1 kilogram per person yearly.
No, we don't, do we?
We do,
Oh.
which is a lot. So let's cross our fingers that the Canadians have a good harvest and that our famous mustard will be back on our shelves like normal without the price tag being too impacted.
I know. So we do consume that much, a kilo per year. And I imagine we have to depend on our Canadians to be able to have a good harvest. So they have to be able to pick up and collect all those seeds that we need so that we can put it back on our shelves. What does that mean, shelves?
A shelf is somewhere where we put things, for example, in supermarkets.
Or in our fridge.
Example, yeah.
Or even our clothes in our room, in the cupboard. Exactly, on a shelf. And we said without the price tag being too impacted. What do we mean by the price tag?
It's the price that we pay for something.
Okay. And so, for example, will the mustard be more expensive or less expensive? Less expensive, I don't think so, because the price of importing is going up and up. Okay, well, that's a great summary. Thank you very, very much, Anna. That was
You're welcome.
wonderful now to be able to read that for us. So let's come back to our expression. A bookworm. You're right, Anna. A bookworm is somebody who does love to read books. And just to come back again, Anna, shortage. That's our word of the day. Can you tell everybody again what a shortage is?
A shortage is a lack of something. For example, a shortage of water.
Yeah, like we had at the moment with our petrol, a shortage of petrol. Okay, well, that's all from us today. But if you wish to listen to this podcast again, don't hesitate to find us on YouTube, Your English Weekly. Also, you will see my Facebook page with the expression of the week, a bookworm. So have a wonderful week, and I'll be back with another guest next week. And stay tuned today because we have Patrick Masson with the associations, and he's going to have France Bénévolat and le Duc en fête. Okay, I can't remember that name. Libre en fête. And we have a mayor and commune at 5 p.m. with Grésy Surex. And of course, we have Sportivez Bien this evening. So thanks again, Anna, for coming to do this little lesson with us about the mustard of Dijon.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's fantastic. And bye to you from us at You.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.